Hi everybody. Tonight I'm saying tonight, it's actually tonight for me, but it might not be for you. So hello, good afternoon, good morning or good evening, whatever it is for you. Thanks for joining me for another one of my wee videos. It's Rhonda from Aslan Crafts here. I'm going to show you the little sunflower 3D pop-up card from Cricut. Oops, get it right. This is the little card. It's lovely, isn't it? So I'm going to show you how we make this. So first of all, actually makes a little envelope as well for you to put the card in. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to start with the card itself. All right. I have cut this little one out in purple. I've done some other colours here as well. I'll take you through them and let you see some of the other colours that I've done. It is originally a sunflower, so it is done in the nice lemon and brown and things like that. But you can use any colour, any colour you would like for the flower. So I've gone with purple for this one. So we have, let me see, 3 bits. Okay, so your inserts for your card are this piece and this little piece with the notch out of it, which holds this little bit that's also cut out, and your Cricut will draw this lovely little sunflower design, sorry, on the card for you. Okay, so I'm going to stick this into the card, and I have stuck double-sided tape just around the edge here, and then I'm going to use a wet glue. This is the High Tack multi-purpose glue, and I'm just going to put a thin line of glue around the edge. And what this does is it allows you to have a little bit of time to maneuver this piece of card around. So if you place it down and decide you don't like the positioning, you can move it around before it actually grips onto your card. Otherwise, it's quite difficult with double-sided tape to get the positioning correct. So I'm going to do the same with this one now. This is the red liner tape that I've used. So I'm going to use these wee tweezers. These are reverse tweezers. And how they work, you press to open and let it go to close. So these are really handy for holding stuff while it dries or making little bows or things like that. So I like to use it to remove the red liner tape. So open, close, and pull your tape off. Do the same. Oh. It really does grip eventually. Okay, and take this last piece. Oh my goodness. There, that's it now. Okay. And again, I'm just going to pop another little bit of glue around these edges just to allow myself time to have a bit of wiggle room to get this positioned correctly. Now, the notch goes on the outside. Let's see if I can get this. That's right. Okay, this little notch bit goes on the outside of the card, and that enables you to slip your little note with the message that you want to put in into that side. Okay, so I'll give that a good squash down, and that's your card base completed. Okay, so the next piece, now as I said, the sunflower is normally obviously done in a nice lemon colour, and this these are the pieces that the Cricut will cut out for you. These are your leaves, which are the base piece, and then you have 3 sets of petals. Your largest petal, your medium, and your small. Let me just show you the score lines that you'll have to fold. For your leaves, it's just one score line and it's in the middle. So that's it. It's quite simple. You have these 4 little slits on either side, and I'm going to show you what those are for as we go along. So that is your leaves, and then your first set of petals, you'll have 2 wee tabs here. You fold those down. These actually go into these bits here. So fold your tabs down, and on the largest petals you'll have a score line folded across like this every 2 petals, and you're going to fold it towards yourself like this, okay, all around. And then this little tab here, you're going to place your glue on and stick it together, okay, and do that for all of the petals. Now that was your large. Your medium petals are actually slightly different fold. They fold halfway through the petals, so still 2 petals, but it's half of one, a full one, and half of the other one. So you just do that the whole way around as well. Push your little tabs to the back, and this little tab here glues together like this. Do that with all of them. Your third one, your smallest one, is exactly the same as the largest, where it's every 2, and you fold again in, fold the tabs back on themselves and attach with this little tab. Okay, so put those over to the side. I have done this already with these. Now I've also went around the edges of the leaves and the petals. So you can see these ones are just plain. This one I've put a little bit of ink around just to give it a little bit of an embellishment. And the same with the petals. These are just plain. These have a little bit of ink. I used, let me see, for these ones, I've used the purple. I used the pale fig and the crushed velvet, and these are water reactive dye inks. They blend really nicely. I use a little tool that has, I don't know if you can see, it's tiny brushes. Not sure if you can even see that. Oh, there's it. Oh my goodness, this is so difficult trying to figure out. Aha, got it. Okay, so those are tiny little bristles on the brush, and I use that for blending. Sorry, my throat's going. So that was for the purple one. I've also done some nice blue petals, and I've used for that one the ocean blue and the midnight. Okay. When I used the sunflower, proper sunflower, sorry, I went round with this one, which is honey pot. Okay. For the leaves, I went round the edge of the leaves with green topaz and holly leaf. Okay, so I just started off, in fact, I'll just quickly show you. The green topaz went round the inside, and then the darker one, which is the holly leaf, I just finished off going around the outside. Okay. Oh. And that was that. So now we're going to start putting the little flower together. So what you want to do is take your leaves. Now I've shown you the score line is up the middle of the leaves, so that's your first sort of bit with that. Now your tabs, let me just make sure that's the largest, the medium and the small. So start off with your largest petals. Now you want to go into the very outside slit, your fourth slit towards the outside. Okay, and you're just going to feed that through, turn it around, and feed this through the fourth one on that side as well. So you'll still see 3 slits on either side here. And then you're going to turn it to the back, pop a little bit of glue on the back, and attach it. Okay, and you just need to hold it for a few seconds until it grabs, and then turn it over and go on to your next one. So your next one is going to be the medium size petals, and you're going to go into the 3rd slit along. So pop it in there, and you'll see that this kind of staggers the leaves. That's what you want. Or sorry, your petals, not your leaves. Okay, and do the same again. Go into the 3rd slit with that tab, turn it over, another little dot of glue on either side, pop that down and hold that for a few seconds until it grabs. Okay, that should be enough, and that's it. And then you have your final, the smallest petals, and you're going to do exactly the same, this time into your 2nd slit. So you still have this one left. Okay, so again, 2nd slit on this side, turn it over, pop a little bit of glue down either side, and hold it down for a few seconds. Okay, and that's your flower assembled. Now, if you give it a little close, you can see that will close up the way that it's supposed to. So you can still see your little slits on either side here. Okay, I'm just going to hold that down just for a few more seconds, just make sure it grips. Now, I have actually curled these leaves a little bit. I know that it's going to be closed, but you can see that that still holds the shape. So even when your card is closed, it's nice to give the leaves a little curl. And how I've done that is just taken the leaves and a pair of scissors, a bone folder, whatever, and just started to curl around your leaves like this. I do that after I've put the ink on. So that's that. Now you come to your little inside bit. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So again, I'll just take you through. Now for your inside pieces, you have 2 of these little funny shaped pieces. This little bit, which is your, let me see if I can find them. Oh, I put the sample here just to show you, it'll be easier. Okay, so this little funny piece around here, I cannot remember what those are called in a flower. Stamen, staples, maybe? I'm not sure. Long time from I done biology in school. So, for this little bit, you have a tab here that you're going to attach with a little bit of glue. Okay, and if you just sort of fold it over, you'll get your positioning. Okay, that's stuck. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Now, I've got another one here that's already prepared, and it's stuck, so I'll use that one because the glue's dry. Okay, so this one you're then going to place in your last slit in here and in here. It's not lovely. Okay, and then again, a little bit of glue just to hold those in place. Okay, I'm going to hold those down for a few seconds, just until it grabs. You can do this with double-sided tape if you prefer. Again, I just like to use the wet glue because it gives you a bit of time to move it about if it isn't in the right place. Now, you can see that you can actually still see those little slits. That's what you want, so that's good. Okay, now you also have, the Cricut will also cut out these wee bits for you, and you want to place these wee bits in here, and that finishes off the inside of your flower. You can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see them inside here, that gives it the black, or sorry, brown background. So in this one, it's going to give a nice lemon background. So you just put a wee bit of glue in the middle and then pop these in. Okay. There you go. That's those ones done. So now we'll move on to these little bits here. So you'll be able to see that these have little notches cut out of them. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 notches going up the way. And then this one has 1, 2, 3 notches going up on either side. And the fourth one goes down. Okay, so you want to have the one that goes down over the top of the one that's facing up. Okay, and it sort of slots in, sorry, like this. Okay, actually, I should explain about the folds. So they come flat like this. You want to fold these bits back on either side, and then you also want to fold into the middle with this little bit. Okay, and then this one closes over and hooks in underneath this one, just like this, and then fold these little tabs back and up the way so that they end up looking like this. Okay, and you'll be able to open and close them. Okay, these bits sort of slits, tabs sort of face out the way. That is so that you can position them in again through, through this little bit here. Okay, and what I think is the easiest way to do this is, again, pop a wee bit of glue on here and here, and you can fold these ones back over this way because you've already got quite a bit of bulky area. You can fold this last one over this way as well if you'd like, just sort of even it up a bit, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to be at the back anyway, so you don't see it. Okay, so that's that side completed, and then you want to take these two and they go in this side like this and pop in here. But I've just realized what I've done. I've actually stuck those down before I put the rest of it in, so I'm going to have to take these back out again. Okay, there was no point putting them in until I've actually got all the rest of the pieces on. That was very silly, but anyway, it probably explained a little bit easier, and you've seen a bit easier how to put those in. So anyway, we'll pop these bits on before we do that again. And we have, now I have numbered these for you because it just makes it easier. You have 2 larger pieces and 4 smaller pieces, and these all go together to make this lovely little crisscross design. And it looks a wee bit complicated, but it's not really, as long as you do it properly. Okay, so number 1 has 3 slits to the top and 2 slits down the way. Number 2 has 2 slits to the top and 3 slits down the way. Okay, so those are the 2 biggest pieces, 1 and 2. 1 has 3 slits up and 2 has 2 slits up, 3 down and whatever. So number 1, doesn't really matter whether you put it, I'm in the right bit here, I think I am, whether you put it here or here, doesn't really matter, but put it in the middle. Okay, and you sort of have to just push it down. Okay, and that is the first one in. Okay, and then number 2, which is the one with the 3 slits down and the 2 up, goes across in the middle this way. Okay, get all your wee bits lined up and you can push it down, and that's it. Okay, so it makes like a nice wee crisscross pattern. Okay, now you're going to put 3 and 4. Now 3 and 4 have 2 slits to the top and 3 slits to the bottom, and 4 is exactly the same, 2 to the top and 3 to the bottom. So these go on next, and you're going to place these on these little bits here. Oops. Okay, so that one is across there, and then you want to put 4 across here. So just take your time and get them in the right place, and they'll all just slot together. And again, you can still make that go. So that's that one done. So now you're just going to finish off with 5 and 6, and they both have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slits down the way, and so does number 6 have 5 down. Okay, and these ones go into your pieces just across here. Okay, and these take a wee bit more persuasion to go in because you're slotting in 5 different pieces, but you can see it wasn't really that difficult. And then do the same again with this side. Okay, and it does just again take a wee bit of just pop back out again. Okay, so I'm going to leave that because it just takes a little bit of fiddling about, but it will go in. And here's one that I've already done, and that has got all of the little bits in place, and you can see that it opens and closes really easily. So I'm going to pop this in. Now I will put it in where I was trying to put it in at the beginning without having it all together. So we're going to pop it down here. Just hold that just for a second. Make sure it grips. I made this little card in a lovely pink colour for Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day in the UK on Sunday here, and I made this in pink for my mum, so she loved it. Okay, and then you're going to push the other side. Now sometimes I find this easier to use something to poke it through rather than trying to get it through with your fingers. Once you get, see what I mean? Just give it a good poke in and turn it over to the back. And pop a wee bit of glue on the back of that. There we go. Hold it down. Now, while I'm holding that down to get that to dry, I'll show you some of the other colours I've done. I did a nice red one, and I've also done a nice really pale green one. I really like these cards, as you can tell, so I'm doing them in lots of different colours. Oh yeah, I want to show you this one too. I thought this one was particularly nice. This would be nice if you wanted to do it for, kind of looks like a poppy, and I've just done it in black. But this one I'm going to actually send to a friend for Easter, and I've got a wee greeting on here, Easter blessings. What I've done with this one, they're normally just left plain like this, as you can see, but with this one what I did was went round the edge with one of the Cricut markers, and just drew around the edge of it. So it's quite a nice wee design, and I'm going to put a nice red flower in this one. And I've got a black insert. Oops. So there's your nice little black crisscross piece. Okay, so these should be well stuck down by now, and that's, yeah, you can make sure your flower bends, closes, and it does. So that's it. Lovely. So now we're able to stick the flower inside here. Now, you can either do it this way or you can do it this way. It's totally up to you. I quite like it this way. So I am going to pop a little bit of glue down all along the edge here and glue this side down. Now what I'll do is I'll just close that over to get the positioning, and then pop the glue on this side all over, and then close the card. And then once you open it up, whoops, glue on it. Ooh, a wee bit of glue on there. So as well, you can just wipe it off. And there you go. That's your card completed. Now, the last thing we need to do is complete the envelope. There's a nice little envelope cut as well on the Cricut. So the envelope's really simple to put together. Just one piece of glue down that side, and then run along a piece of glue along here. Now you see I didn't put it right up to the edges here because it might grip onto this bit. So just use it along the bottom, and that's it. That's your lovely little envelope. So you can put your finished card, pop it into your envelope, seal it up, and there you go. Okay, I hope you find that helpful. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.